Okay, right, so okay, I'll just grab the other things. Okay, so I'm just going to start to remove the seeds from the catkin. So within the seed you've got also a lot of woody debris as well with it. So just if I pull everything off, I can sieve it, and I can sieve between the chaff and the woody debris. So we won't be planting any non-seed material, because otherwise it might cause rotting, and then obviously pest disease might set in. So I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. We try to represent something similar to a forest floor. So we've got a bit of bark, a little bit of coconut fibre, and also a little bit of perlite, which is white. So the perlite allows for air and oxygen really to sort of get into the soil, and the bark and the coir just hold on to a little bit of moisture, but it doesn't hold any nutrient. So it should be an ideal sort of ground, something similar to what the birch in Georgia is probably similar to. I'll just sprinkle it fairly thin, so I won't actually submerge them in any soil. This is another rare endemic plant to Georgia that's only found just in Georgia, Bachelor magrelica. And this is found in just a couple of small subpopulations in northwest Georgia, just bordering Abkhazia. And unlike other birches, this is a very small birch which just clings onto the limestone cliffs about 2,000 meters high. It's also very endangered, mostly due to sort of overgrazing from livestock, which is why you only really find it on cliff edges now. So it's obviously really important to try and reintroduce this tree back into its habitat at lower elevations if possible.
Kewში ყველა მცენარეს თავისი უნიკალური კოდი ენიჭება, რომელიც მათ ისტორიას ყვება. სად იპოვეს, რა სიმაღლეზე, მიწის ტიპზე, კოორდინატებზე და ასე შემდეგ. როცა განადგურების პირას მყოფი მცენარეების სამშობლოში დაბრუნების დრო დადგება, ეს ციფრები სწორი ადგილის საპოვნელად ყველა საჭირო ინფორმაციას გაამჟღავნებენ.
Fairly soon, when these start to germinate, we'll start to get them to a small size, and then we'll carefully prick each seedling out and pot them up in just a 1 litre air pot. And once, of course, they get bigger, like this one here, we'll pop it into a 3 litre, a 5 litre, and eventually into an 8 litre pot. So we hope when we get them to a large size, of course, we can then put them back into the gardens at Kew and Wakehurst, but also share them with our partners in Georgia or other botanic gardens as well.
ორმოცდაათი მეტი ენდემური მცენარე მსოფლიოს სხვადასხვა ქვეყნიდან, მათ შორის საქართველოდანაც აქ Kew Gardens-ის ბოტანიკურ ბაღებშია დაცული. იუნესკოს მსოფლიო მემკვიდრეობის სტატუსის მქონე ეს ტერიტორია თავის უნიკალურ კოლექციებში სამეგრელოს არყის გარდა საქართველოდან კიდევ ერთ ენდემურ მცენარეს ინახავს.
This is Campanula caketica, also known as the Kaketian bellflower, and this is just found in just one small population in Kakheti, just north of Vashlavani, inside a small limestone gorge, where there's only a few individuals left, which is why it's endangered because of overgrazing and limestone quarrying. But luckily, with our Georgian partners, they've collected seed, which they shared with the Millennium Seed Bank, and has therefore allowed us to grow some individuals and allows us to produce further seed for our partners, and of course, tell this interesting story of this rare endemic plant from Georgia. I visited Georgia fairly recently to really just sort of explore the wonderful vegetation and the habitats that Georgia has to offer. And also just reading articles, the BGCI have been undertaking a lot of conservation work with Georgia and its rare endemic trees and shrubs and plants. It just really called me to go there and visit and see these interesting places.
Kew Gardens-ის ბაღებში სეირნობა არის შესაძლებლობა შეიგრძნო ჩვენი პლანეტის ტყეების მრავალფეროვნება. ამ უძველესი და უიშვიათესი მცენარეების გვერდით ქართული ენდემის პოვნა არის Kew Gardens-ისა და საქართველოს ბოტანიკურ ბაღს შორის მრავალწლიანი მეგობრობის შედეგი.